What's up, everybody? I'm Mikey. Welcome back to Bowling Science. I know it's been a little while since we've gotten to see each other. I'm dealing with some shoulder injuries that have kept me off the lanes, and I'm just looking to try to create some relevant content and keep the conversation going with you all while I try to recover. Today's topic is going to be finger pitches for two-handed bowlers. I get the question all the time, and I definitely think it warrants a video. So we're going to talk a little bit about what finger pitches I recommend to start with for two-handed bowlers, and also how we got there. So everybody's needs for finger pitches are going to be a little bit different due to anatomy. For instance, my middle finger points a little bit towards my ring finger. It's not quite straight, so I have to account for that in my finger pitches. But we're going to talk about the base pitches that you would start with before taking into account the physical anatomical needs of each individual hand. So we'll start with the pitches I recommend for a right-handed, two-handed bowler, a right-hand dominant player, and then we'll talk about why we use that and how we got there. I recommend that you use a 1/2 inch left in the middle finger and 3/8 inch right in the ring finger. As far as forward and reverse, I like to use an 1/8 forward in the middle finger, and I like to use 5/8 reverse in the ring finger. Now, Mikey, how did we get to that? Why do you use those? Well, the truth of the matter is that most two-handed bowlers with neutral pitches are going to not have very much axis tilt, and a lot of them, with the combination of their axis tilt and their PAP location, are going to often clip the middle finger with that first oil ring, or possibly even more. So let's talk about why these pitches work a little bit. So if we were to start with neutral pitches, we're going to say 0-0 forward and reverse, and 3/8 left by a 1/2 right as neutral, okay? That's just kind of a base, the hands in the ball, 0 pretty much. Now, the first change made, you'll see, is the forward and reverse. Now, my dad, Mo Pinnell, kind of pioneered what we call performance fitting. And we talked about most two-handed players not having very much tilt. So to increase that tilt, we use a version of his performance fitting, which means making your hand more middle finger dominant, keeping the middle finger in the ball longer, getting the ring finger out a little quicker, and that will increase your axis tilt. So he recommends 3/8 forward from your base fit in the middle and 3/8 reverse from the base fit in the ring. And that's the change that we've made here. Also, most two-handed bowlers tend to be rev dominant, which means their rev rate highly outweighs their ball speed. Again, these are generalities. It's not true for every bowler, but you will find that most two-handed bowlers are rev dominant. Even if they have average or high ball speed, they tend to have an incredibly high rev rate. So we took that 3/8, 3/8, and we rolled it all reverse another quarter. That's how we get to 1/8 forward and 5/8 reverse. That roll reverse gets the fingers out a little bit quicker, both of them evenly, with the quarter reverse roll. And that will help manage the rev rate to ball speed ratio. It also tends to be more comfortable for bowlers that don't use their thumb. The last difference you'll see is the fact that we roll the pitches left. Now, why do we do that? Rolling the pitches left will actually help get that first oil ring further from the fingers. So it will allow you to get a little bit more clearance from clipping the holes on more layouts. So combining the roll left, the roll reverse, and what Dad called a Fu Manchu to make the ball more middle finger dominant, or make your hands fit in the ball more middle finger dominant, all three of those combined get to what I like to use as your base starting pitches for two-handed players. Now, again, when you first do new pitches, you'll probably start to notice some things on your finger. I do recommend taking a look at the direction that last joint points and looking at the physical anatomical needs of the bowler's hand so that you can make adjustments from there so that it matches each individual bowler perfectly. If you start to notice some rubbing on the side of one or both of your fingers, then you want to start manipulating that lateral pitch until that goes away. I appreciate y'all's time today. I hope this video helps kind of clear up and provide a good base point for people to start from when thinking about what pitches should I use for a two-handed bowler. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. If you want to join the lab staff, click that join button down below. We have lots of perks, including discounts to our merch store. You can find our merch at bowlingsciencelab.com. We've got some new stuff up there. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody's understanding while I'm in this kind of blackout period from being able to bowl. It's been 2 months now that my shoulder's been pretty boogered up, and it's not healing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna need to get that taken a look at. So again, thanks for your time. I'm Mikey, you're watching Bowling Science. We'll see you on the next episode.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.